Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Rune-keeper. Yesterday we killed some orcs and a messenger and received a message. Therefore today we'll follow up and see what we're going to do.
What do you need?
I thank you, Pinestone, but my thanks are tempered with concern. I have never seen a force of orcs like this in Eriador before today, organized and well provisioned. They hold an encampment in the outlet within the Midgewater Pass and bear a strange charge on their banners and shields, one I have not seen before. Their numbers at this camp are great, but the day may come when we can drive them howling from the lowlands. Not today, I fear, but perhaps not so far off. There is another matter that demands our attention, an urgent matter. We will need to see the destruction of their camp in the Midgewater Pass later.
Greetings.
As I begin my search for Radagast near the Midgewater Pass, I witnessed an orc messenger depart in great haste. Quickly I followed, trailing him eastward along the shoulder of the hills to the south, but my search was interrupted. I could follow no further, for foul Creban circled above, and to be discovered would do greater injury to our work here than I can permit. Once again, I must call upon your aid. The messenger likely carries within him orders for the outlying camps. If you can intercept the messenger, we may learn the nature of these orders. So armed, we will be better equipped to deal with the orc threat. Search among the orc camps in Grum Hollow to the west, and return to me with the orders of the messenger. Alright. That's right, I haven't killed the messenger yet. Oh, boy. That tells you how much I remember what happens from day to day. Last time I killed lots of orcs, but did not yet kill the messenger. That's my current quest as soon as I take care of these last 3 birds. They're all nice and together. Oh, I need 4 more birds, I guess. Either that or... oh no, there it is. Just took a while for the billboard to update. Now, candidates, here are your bird eyes.
Greetings.
Though it seems like an ignoble task, I tell you plainly that this is necessary. The Creban are spies for eyes from afar, and they seek some grand prize here. With all that I have seen in these lands of late, I fear that there is some great wheel turning, and I can only hope that our part can slow its progress. Yes. Very well. Now, let's take care of that messenger. Then we can deal with that orc camp. Now, the tricky thing with the messenger is there's one messenger that travels back and forth along here, and it's finding them without the help of a hunter. That can be a real trick. Now, it'll be someone who's moving around. Not that one. I always forget what it looks like. You'll think the number of times I've done this quest I can remember what makes the orc distinctive, but I'm afraid we've killed so many orcs. They all look alike. Made the mistake of walking by when I was fully charged. Oh, there he is. Okay, it does look a little bit different, but not too much different. There you go. Now I've got the orders. That means we can go back down here. Turn this in. And then to the next phase.
What do you need?
These orders are written in the black speech, a tongue I have never desired to learn. I should have been prepared for this, but I hoped that we would learn something useful immediately. While you are seeking these orders, I followed signs of Radagast through the hills. I was not alone in this pursuit, as a patrol of orcs soon happened upon my location. I was forced to break off my pursuit, and I lost my bow as I evaded the orcs beneath the eaves of the wood. It was a close thing, a close encounter that yielded insight into the orcs' leadership. You did well for your part, and soon we will understand the intentions of these orcs as well as their leadership. He didn't think the orcs would use their own language. Oh yeah. It looks like something I already have. Ah! Speed boost. Well, I should just remember I have those whenever I am in need of a quick flight.
How can I be of service?
Alright, first we need to get that bow back.
Greetings.
I would have easily evaded the orcs I pursued, were it not for the War Master that traveled with them. Uzur, they called him, and gave to him what respect their kind reserved for the strongest and fiercest warriors. It is likely that Uzur returned to Bleakrift within the Midwater Pass, for that seems to be his domain. Go there and kill him and get his orders.
What do you need?
Oh, and while you're there, get some lock boxes for some food and provisions. Very well. So therefore, I was assuming it was provisions. So see, look for anything that may appear to be of value in the area, and asking you to return it to it. Okay, yeah, things that they probably looted from other people. And up to Bleakrift. Now, what's this thing here? Equipment. Oh. The Madam Hunter's hat is better. I think that'll do for now. So therefore I have 3 quests now. The epic is to kill this Uzur and get his orders, which you know are probably going to be in black speech, so I don't know why he bothers asking me to do it. But killing Uzur should be useful enough. Collecting the lock boxes and getting a bow back. And it's not too long to get here. Like I will really tie up a horse right in this area. Now, would you leave your horse? I guess I really would tie up the horse. In a stand of trees that are away from them. Oh yes, right, this is the Lonelands. There aren't any stands of trees. Maybe we should plant some trees in the Lonelands? Probably the reason. It would depend on whether and why the climate the way it is, and I suspect it's just right here. It's not good for tree growth. Alright, did I get anything useful in there? Not particularly. But I do have 2 of the lock boxes. Okay, 3 of them. Okay, the archers. He doesn't have... Apparently that wasn't Candace's bow. That's... Okay. He's one who has stole Candace's bow. Lockbox. 3 in a nice row. That makes it easy. I saw another one here, right? Just want to make sure I don't go down into the river. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Need to apply those points I earned the last couple of levels. One and one more. I'm doing level 22 questum. Okay. One more lockbox. I've got the bow, so I just need to get the boss, who of course is way out in the back. As bosses always like to hang out in the back. I usually take out all the orcs in the area anyway. Now, killing orcs in this zone, in addition to probably working on an enmity of the orc steed, wherever I am on that, if I... do I still have a current one? That's the problem, here. That's enmity of the goblins. Well, I'll get to the goblins later. No, I don't have enmity of the orcs 2 yet. But in addition to working on that, any deeds that we have in the region, I'm gonna wait on this until I've got this back, because he likes to summon a friend, and I figure stunning him while he attempts to do it is a good way to keep him from doing so. And there's a letter. And we are done with that. Oh, yeah. Claws. So now we have to get back down. One way is to jump down. If you don't mind twisting an ankle or two. I think if we're going to jump down, I might as well do it on this side. That way I don't get all the guys patrolling down there, so I do get this guy. Get back to cover. Alright. It's a race. Do I get to the grunt first, or does he get away to tell his friends about what happened here? Now you see, okay, yeah, that's their standard here, a white hand. And the white hand becomes an important theme all throughout here, and if you're familiar with the books. You know how important the white hand becomes in the second section of it in Volume 2. Though, of course, that is Volume 3 for the game. I guess actually more importantly, what Tolkien called Book 3, which is the first half of his second volume. Alright, now I think this way. Yes, I can go faster if I actually mount. Here you go.
How can I be of service?
Thank you, my friend. This bow will yet slay many orcs before its time is ended. Thank you for a happy return, and I get to choose either his spare bow or a few salves. Well, the salves will be more useful, and they're about the same price.
Greetings.
Another letter written in the black speech, and its meaning evades me as did its fellow. This one, however, bears the mark of the white hand. I must know what message this letter bears. This is not a task for you, Pinestone. I have finally discovered information on the whereabouts of Radagast, but there is something you should see first. Isn't there always? Alright, this cloak has more armor but less fate. Well, that's a rather strange thing. Alright, I'll take the other one just for the money.
How can I be of service?
As I was returning from the lands to the east, the night sky over Weathertop was lit by bright flashes of white light, akin to lightning. Yet no clouds darkened the sky, and of thunder there was no sound. I think no ordinary storm visited Amansul that night. I ask you to search the ruins atop Weathertop and see if you can see anything to find my friend. If you find anything out of the ordinary, return to me immediately.
How can I be of service?
Yes, I think that these will do nicely. More on that in a short while, for there is much more to do about these orcs before I send you onward to the inhabitants of the Lone Lands. And that means our next trek is to go to the summit of Weathertop. But that's for next time, in our next episode of Pineleaf Plays, the Rune-keeper.